everybody.
And actually live,
We
sorry.
are real live now.
Yes, we are live now. I'm sorry, I don't know why that didn't work. Technical difficulties.
Okay. Well, we're off to a rolling start here.
Mm.
Good morning, afternoon. I don't know, it's noon for me, everybody, and welcome to our first game in a series of Call of Cthulhu. We're going to do a 6-shot. It's called The Prophet of the Iron Serpent. Dun dun dun. And we are going to start off by building some characters and actually learning how to play this game. We don't have Terrance Murphy, played by Chang, with us at the moment, but we're going to build our characters and then take things from there. Nick, this Twitch overlay looks awesome, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you. It's been my obsession for the last couple of months.
I could tell, in a good way. Okay,
Okay.
so I got my book
Mm-hmm.
ready. I got the compendium ready. I think I have all the things. I watched a video last night on how to build characters, which actually was quite helpful. So I guess the first thing that we have to do is select archetypes.
Okay. Oh, so we.
So,
I'm
okay, so
looking.
here's the other thing. Do we
Yeah.
want to go with the character creator, or do we want to try and build them on our own so that we learn how it works? Or would you guys rather kind of like learn that through the character mancer?
I would rather do that through the character mancer personally. It's
Okay.
quite. It's already 8 o'clock for me. I don't know how much brain power I'm going to have to extend the
That's fair.
entire session. So.
Okay. I'm going to create myself a test character then
Okay.
so that I can see what's happening.
Okay. So we just start character mancer.
So just start
Um,
character mancer.
I'm actually going to create a new character to do that with, I think, so I can keep my
Yes, don't do it on
previous
your old
one.
one. I put your old one in there so that you could refer back to it.
Sure. Okay, push and create character has done nothing.
Yeah, I got the character screen.
I got welcome to Call of Cthulhu Character Mancer.
I
did,
pushed
eh?
the plus character button and it's done nothing. It's not made me a character sheet.
Oh, the new.
Oh,
Yeah, she has to do that, or it does
No,
that,
no,
but it takes a little while.
there's a
the game
button,
is
but
set
it's not
up.
doing it.
Yeah. Hang on, I will make you in here.
Thank you.
All right, you are
Thank you.
Ausa
Okay.
Uslai.
Sure. Okay. So 1920s modern standard character or pulp character?
What is the difference between a standard character and a pulp character?
Uh, Pulp Fiction. That's all I can think of. I would go with standard, just for our
Okay.
first game.
Yeah.
Use
Oh,
the
okay.
2006.
So it looks like characters for standard Call of Cthulhu investigators normally start with no higher than 90%. Pulp heroes, however, can begin with 95% in their core characteristic.
Right.
So
Okay.
basically, it's a little bit stronger. So let's go with
Right.
standard.
Sure.
And
Okay.
our setting is going to be 1920s modern. We're
Yeah.
actually set in 1926.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So do we
Okay.
point buy or quick free fire? Standard, which is rolling.
So yeah, so normally I looked into this a little bit, and normally rolling seems to be the standard across the board with people. Everyone seems to
Mm-hmm.
roll. But because we already have characters in mind, I think we should probably do one of the other ones, because the way that you roll in Call of Cthulhu is you roll your strength score and that goes in strength. It's not like D&D where you
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
roll your scores and then you put them where you want them.
Sure.
And I don't know what quickfire is.
Oh, interesting. That's a much quicker way of doing it. You can literally select. It
Yeah, I would
gives
go
you
with
like
quick fire.
boxes that you can.
Oh, I see.
So you can go like
It,
intelligence
it's basically
80.
your standard array.
Yeah, sort of thing. Although I'm very confused as to how that works. I'm going to point by it because I'm just going to copy the stats of my previous one. 80 intelligence.
Oh, I see. Quickfire, you get a 40, you get three 50s, you get two 60s, a 70, and an 80, and you just put them all in.
Oh, okay. So you just like pick one for each column.
Yeah.
I see. 50. Dexterity.
So
60.
I do know that because Call of Cthulhu is based on a percentile system, 50 is considered your human average.
Sure.
Um, everything, so that would be like in D&D equivalent a 10,
Yeah.
and everything above that is above average, and everything below is below.
What does size do?
So size affects it affects your movement. And I believe there are some instances where it's used with your strength, so it's basically so like your character being like this large guy is going to have an above average size. So I would probably put him in like a 60 or a 70 because you've got him as like a big football dude.
And power?
Power
Guess that's
is it's where your magic comes from, but it's not just arcane magic. It would also be like your like if you're a clergyman or something, it would affect your like magical spells that you're able to cast. So kind of like wisdom in D&D. Power also affects your sanity points. Look at me knowing things. Oh, that's so pretty. I have a very, very sparkly pink cup with like rhinestones all over it. It's truly glorious. And I just hit the sunshine and it is sparkling all over the walls in my office.
Oh, lovely.
And I'm so distracted right now.
60, 80. Da, 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 da. Interestingly, it looks like the stats that we had on our pre-mades are more powerful than you can get with an ordinary point buy,
It's
and also better than you can
possible
get with a quickfire array.
It's possible that they were rolled.
I
I
see.
I didn't build these characters. I downloaded them online. Like I downloaded a bunch of
Sure.
PDFs and I copied them into Roll20, and they
Mhm.
were just like pre-gen characters that people had made. So it's entirely possible that stats were rolled for.
Sure. Fair enough. Right. Yeah, I'm point buying because makes sense.
And you
Okay.
just roll luck, right?
Oh yes. I did not do
Yes,
that.
luck we will roll. Oh,
It gives me the option
there's
to do it now.
a luck roll in the
Yeah.
character mints are awesome.
Yeah.
So what we were doing last time was wrong. You don't roll luck at the beginning of every session. The luck
Mhm.
roll that you get right now is your character's luck. And then
Okay.
at the beginning of each session, you roll to see how much luck you get back.
Right. Okay. Okay. How much?
Oh dear.
Yep. Uh,
It
so
seems like on par for you, Nick.
yep, that's about right. Okay, he is going to be in his 30s.
So, okay, age does also impact stats.
Yes.
This is kind of like old school D&D. So if you're between 20 and 39, I think it is, there will be no adjustments. But if you are older, then you will need to make adjustments to your character, and those adjustments include a chance to re-roll one of your stats, for your mental stats.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so weird the way it works. So like let's say you would get to re-roll intelligence and education, and you would
Mm-hmm.
get one re-roll attempt. You'd make the roll. If you roll higher, you get to put the higher score in. If you
Mm-hmm.
don't, you leave it where it is.
Okay. It's
But then you'll
asking
also take a
me.
penalty to your movement, I believe.
Uh-huh. It's asking me. I put 35. It's asking me to make an improvement check for education. So I'm going to do that
Okay.
and see what it does. Whap. Hey, 87 education.
Nice.
Versus. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, so I
Okay.
think you'll have a penalty somewhere else.
Okay. Right. Occupation. Professor.
So it lowers your damage bonus,
Okay.
it looks like.
Okay. Skills. Got library already.
How are you making out Kody?
Yeah, I'm just double checking some things.
Okay.
Oh. It's gonna take occult.
Oh dear, I rolled really old for this character.
um. Do. And that one. Okay, I have some skills. Next. Okay, so now we put. Oh wow. Good luck roll.
Wait, is that a good luck roll?
That's a reasonable. That's a lot more luck than I have.
Yeah, it's
What is it
reasonable.
out? Is it out of 100?
It
It's
is
average.
on. It's 3d6
It's
times 5.
3D. Yeah.
So you rolled average, better than average on your dice. Right. So I have.
If you guys are sorting out skills, you'll notice that there's a base that
Yep.
is based on your sometimes based on your mental stats, sometimes it's based on your
Right.
occupation.
Right, and we add
But
to
those will
that
be added to
from.
whatever you add to it.
Right. Okay.
And you can't have any of your score go above 90.
Right. Do. Oh, I see. I've got points. So you have two different categories of skill points. You've got occupational and then you've got personal, and then two different
Yeah.
columns. Right. Okay. This makes more sense.
Yes, the occupation is in the center.
Yes.
So you can use points from both.
Yeah.
What would I use for my character?
What do you mean? What would you use for what?
Occupation wise.
Oh, that's a good question. What does he do?
Well, He's assistant slash carman slash bodyguard slash a few other things. He played football a little bit younger, and he worked with a professor.
So what would you say his main, like, does he have a career? Does he have a job?
That's his job. He's an assistant for a professor. Um,
Okay. So you could put him in, you could do the same as that skills.
Oh, we're
you're cutting out
Um,
way big.
you're cutting out a lot.
oh, am I? Okay, hang on. I'll get and duck back in.
Sure.
This again, is this better? Am I a little bit easier to understand?
Yeah, it does sound like it's cutting out.
A little bit. Yeah, it's not cutting out as much.
But it's still cutting out, eh? Weird.
Yeah.
Do you
Did it
think
just start with
Explorer?
a...
I think Explorer would work.
Yeah, I mean,
So
it's up to you. It's for him.
Um. Oh. Right. Let me try and fix. Where is it? How do I do this?
I think I broke it.
You broke it?
I think. Oh, there it
What'd you
goes.
do?
I hit a button. Okay, there we go. I really don't want to do custom. I'll just click through these and see which one has the stats I want and the range I want.
So because your skills are broken up into occupation personal, you get more skills in your occupation, but you do still have personal skills and you don't have to, that you're not limited to what is in your occupations list, if that makes sense.
Mm.
The occupation stuff is just stuff that you're kind of like good at because you've got training in it. The personal stuff is basically your hobbies, something you do on the side for fun. So like, for example, like I work in a police detachment, so my skills might be like computer based and that kind of thing, but then my hobbies are D&D and I might have storytelling as a personal trait. That's
Mm.
kind of the idea between the two.
I need to just change some of these.
Oh, and you cannot update your Cthulhu mythos.
Sure. But
There's a lot of things to choose from here. I'm struggling and I'm just
mm.
making up like a silly character.
Right, I have 2 skill points left over.
Oh, the other thing to keep in mind is your credit rating
Mm.
cannot be higher than the credit rating for your occupation. In fact, it has to be between. So, like, I picked criminal
Mm-hmm.
just because it was at the top of the list. My credit rating is between 5 and 65.
Mm.
I have to have at least 5, and I
Yeah.
cannot have more than 65.
Yeah.
So, please make sure in your skills that your credit rating is in
Yeah, I'm
there.
pretty sure mine is in Pretty sure mine is in range. Da, da, da.
I'm gonna make a custom one. I think I read all the rules for custom, so
A custom background?
yeah, occupation actually.
Occupation? Okay.
Okay. I've got those skills done. Review. It wants me to enter a hometown. No, I'm finish it there. There we go. Right. Character name. Please let me edit my character. Edit mode. There we go. There we go. Right. Character is set, I think.
Okay, so you'll just need to bring your inventory over.
Right. Possession. What did I have? Oh, right. I had a gun. I actually, can I change that? Like, can I buy? I have a 12 gauge shotgun, but can I just buy like a pistol instead? I have a
Yeah. As long as you got the credit rating for it.
my credit rating. Well, spending level 10, cash 62.
So a pistol. Where's the price?
Hmm.
Weapons table. Ah, here we go. You type in weapons, it has a list of items.
Okay.
Handguns.
Handguns, 22 shots. Cost 25.
Perfect.
45 revolver, $40. What are we going to go with? What would be a suitable? Um, oh, looks like we will have a Chang. He's just got home.
Oh, he did mention he was going to be late.
Oh.
Remember, because he had to go to his sister's?
Oh, yes. Yeah, I vaguely remember that. Yeah. Okay. 32 or 765 automatic. Okay, so if I want to buy something that is $20, do I? My credit range is spending levels 10, cash is 62. So I take off the 20 from my actual cash because it's over the 10. Is that right?
Yes.
Right. So I'm at
But you're selling your shotgun.
right.
So I'm gonna say that you can just go ahead and get the pistol
Right. Okay.
because I think you would get that amount of money for the shotgun.
Chris is in the chat. Hello. Good to see you.
Chris, we are muddling our way through these these character buildings. It's not so bad with the charactermancer, actually. I'm glad we went that route. If we went the other way, I think it would be quite difficult. Or at least take us longer. I don't know if difficult is the right word, but there's lots to go over.
Okay, close that. Edit that. Find a picture. Oh. Save changes. Cool, that can be closed. There we go. Right, I have my new version of my character done.
Awesome. I will move him. Actually, I'm going to archive the old one.
Sure.
So that he doesn't show up anymore, and I'll bring the other one down into characters.
For your character, Kody, do you want the I did a version with no background. Do you want to use that for your character art?
Cody's
Cody?
he's super focused on his character.
Cody's locked in, apparently. Yep.
Sorry, that's fine. I had my headset up.
Yeah. So sorry, do you want the no background version, or are you okay?
Oh, I'm okay with the no background version. Whatever you guys want to do with that.
If I'll just post it in the main chat in the Discord.
So when I open up your character sheet, Nick, I have the use the character answer, create an NPC, or edit the sheet directly.
Oh.
Option.
It's very definitely set up.
Is it in edit mode?
No. I took it out of edit mode.
I'm worried if I click edit the sheet directly, it'll undo everything. I just won't. I'm not going to touch your sheet.
Okay.
And maybe what I'll do is I'll make a copy. Oh, I can make a copy of it.
Sure. And then check that one.
Yeah. Duplicate. Okay, I've got a copy, and then in the copy, I can go edit sheet there. Oh, if I just click on edit sheet directly, I can see it.
Cool. Okay. Just as well.
Okay, now I can see yours too, and I'm going to get rid of the copy. It was giving me heart palpitations for a minute there.
Did not want to have to redo this over again.
No. Oh, Chang's in chat. Hello, hello.
Well,
I'm really sorry. I completely forgot that you said you were going to be late, and I was like, it's so unlike Chang to like not be here and to not respond. Weird. But it was me all along.
would you believe me if I said I was actually going to be 5 to 10 minutes early until somebody decided to get into an accident on the highway?
Oh no.
What? Really?
Not me.
Oh, good.
Not me. To a
Holy
bunch of other
smokes.
dickheads.
Wow. Well, I'm glad it wasn't you. I mean, I'm not happy to hear anyone got in an accident, but you're obviously more important.
Yeah,
so.
Those people are fine. Those people are fine. They were a bunch of idiots that rammed into each other. I drove past. I saw it. They're fine. All of them.
Good. I'm glad to hear it. I know people get stupid when they get all self-righteous and indignant about car accidents and things.
But yeah, that held me up crazy long.
Well, no worries. Like I said, you did mention that you had other things on. You weren't sure what was going on. So,
This is the only Sunday, by the way. That's it.
well, it was a good one to be late for. So we did character creation.
Okay.
Maybe what we'll do is we'll just get started and we'll play, and then like you and I can just like meet sometime and work on your character together to like respec those stats.
Yeah, no problem.
The character mancer is pretty good actually, so it's not super tricky. It's just a lot like the D&D character mancer. Plod through, pick these things, and you've already got gear and all that kind of stuff on your current sheet. I just bring it in the game.
Yep.
Just make it so that only you can have access to it. Okay. So, Ken, is your stuff all done? Are you good to go? Oh, I don't think so. I still see you still have the stats in. So we'll give Kody a little bit of time here.
You Craig?
Craig?
That's what he looks like. That character from
Oh,
the middle.
yes, sorry. I forgot you posted that in the Discord. Yeah.
Immediately thought of him.
I like, when I looked at it, I was like, oh my God, I wonder if that's actually supposed to be him. Like, it's hilarious. Oh, excuse me. I will make you a new character sheet here, Chang, just so you've got it, because Nick was having a hard time making the new character button work. So I'll just put that in characters.
Okay. Alright. Alright,
That may
work.
become my desktop background there, Nick. That's awesome. Nick just sent me the like loading page he has for the Twitch game. It's so cool looking.
I'll post it in the Discord as well for the hell of it. Ugh.
Right. Kody, are you Kody took off his earphones earlier. Are you still with us? You with?
Yeah, I'm still with us. Just trying to work out everything. I'm almost done.
Okay. No
Just
rush. Take your time.
I had to read up on a couple things.
Yeah, no worries. And if you're not sure, you can always ask me too. I'm getting more familiar with this stuff, so I might be able to help. And Terrance. Do you want to
Marcus.
roll yourself a luck roll for today, Chang?
Sure.
It would be 3d6 times 5.
Oh, the macro's not around? Okay.
No, I didn't put it in this game because it stays with your character. It doesn't re-roll each time.
Oh,
Alright,
times 5. Thank
55.
God for that.
Oh no. Oh, times 5.
That's a decent roll.
Okay. Yeah.
It's not.
I think
It's
it's the
not my
highest
roll.
we've seen today, so.
Mm.
And you also might want to just bump your sanity back up to 55. We're going to start these characters fresh.
Copy that.
But any luck that you use, you will be... So this is going to be your luck for this character for this campaign. Any luck that you use, you'll have to roll to top it back up to see how much luck you get back. Same with your sanity score. When you lose sanity, there is a healing mechanism for gaining back some sanity, but you won't necessarily gain it all back.
Alright.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna run downstairs and top up my water again because apparently I am drinking like a fiend today. So I'll be back shortly and then we'll get going when Kody's ready.
Sure. Mhm. Okay, I think I've got those.
I am back.
Welcome back.
The dog's mad at me because I closed the curtains in here. He won't hang out because it's not sunny enough. But I can't see the monitors.
Oh no. I've just started an ad break, so we've got a little bit of time before we can before we get to.
Okay. Is Kody ready? I don't think Cody's quite ready.
No.
2 more seconds.
Sure, that's fine.
Okay.
Got like 30 seconds left on an ad break, so it's all good.
I hit the button and then I realized I made a mistake.
Hate that.
Just out of curiosity, did a fighting and I did fist. Is that different than brawling?
No, brawling is with your fists.
Oh, fighting some like special fighting style. Okay, that's where I made a big mistake.
Okay.
Let me go back and delete that.
Yeah, you
And
could
I
have like
deleted the
fighting kung fu or something like that, but brawling is just like knuckles.
and I deleted the wrong thing. What did I do? Driving. Yeah, I thought that. So I wanted to double check. And I did a lore specialist in Greek mythology. Is that correct?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I might come at you with a suggestion to alter that slightly to make it match with the campaign a little bit, but we can talk about that later.
Yeah, feel free.
Yeah, I'll have to go through my notes, but I'll send you something because I don't think Greek mythology is going to play into this, but there are some mythos that will, so I'll send you some ideas for what could work instead. I've been like thoroughly enjoying prepping for this campaign because it's sort of set in a real time and place. And so I've been learning all about like 1920s railroads and all that kind of thing. It's been quite fascinating.
Oh, cool. Looking forward to seeing what you've learned.
Are we going to be Pinkertons?
Oh, I
You're
hope
not
not.
going to be Pinkertons. Well, kind of actually, in a way. Oh my goodness. I stayed up too late last night because I knew I could sleep in today. And I'm just like, it's just starting to hit me that I don't have to go into work tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
I gotta like
Oh, yes.
plan what I'm gonna do
Mm.
with my week to actually have a productive week, but man, it's
Mm.
nice not to have to go in.
Yeah.
But I think after this, we're gonna have to go for a long walk because it is finally sunny out. It pissed down yesterday.
Oh, nice.
Oh, it's nice and hot down here too. New York. Ate
Is
some Greek
that,
food.
did you say Greek food or Greek food?
Greek.
Oh, nice.
Sounds delicious.
All right.
I just miss being able to have different food. We don't have a lot of options here in Terrace. Like we've got one place that does Greek-ish food, and it's one of those like fast food places, OP or something, whatever it's called.
Okay, I'm done. Thanks for bearing with me.
Yeah,
It's
no
about
worries.
time.
I just made a few
Um,
mistakes.
no worries. That's why we're doing this, because I want to learn. I want to learn how the characters work. I want to understand the mechanics of the game. There will probably be, and I'm going to say this for the people in Twitch as well as for the people that are playing with me, there's probably going to be some pauses while I do rule checks, because I really do want to learn how the mechanics for this game work. I am watching YouTube videos and reading the books and actively trying to learn it outside of the game so that the game can run more smoothly. But the nature of this kind of game, we're going to come up across things I don't know, and I wanna try and get it right. So, and if we do end up with any watchers on Twitch who know Call of Cthulhu better and want to chime in with, "Hey, you're doing that wrong," that would be amazing.
Yeah,
But
but respectfully, please. Like, and also don't backseat unless you know you're right. That's one of my least favorite things about Twitch chat.
that's a good
So,
point. Yes.
yeah, I will be keeping an eye on Twitch chat.
Thank you, Nick. All right. Does anyone need a break before we get going, or are we good to just jump right in?
I'm good.
Sounds like jump right into me. All right. So we have sort of discussed already that the three of you are all gatekeepers. You belong to an organization. I'll bring out this handout that I threw in game for Kody. Yeah, Nick and Chang, you guys are already familiar with this as we did it in our previous one shots. But I did write like a little bit more of a clearer manifesto for them. So the Gatekeepers are a hidden society that appear again and again in cases involving disappearances, strange happenings, and cursed objects. Most of the world will spend their entire lives never having heard of the Gatekeepers. The doctrine: the gatekeepers believe that the world is riddled with thresholds between the living and the dead, the sane and the mad, the safe and the unknown. Every threshold must have a keeper. Their doctrine suggests that when these gates are left unguarded, things come through. Gatekeepers are protectors. They guard the thresholds and ensure that gates remain closed. And that's definitely been a theme in the other campaigns that we've played. Your job is not only to make sure that gates remain closed, it's also your job to make sure that you protect the general public, either from sometimes for their own good, even just knowing that these things exist. Knowing some of the ancient mythos can drive a person literally insane. And so part of your responsibility is making sure that that doesn't happen. So, as we have started all of the games thus far, each of you is at home, in your home. There's a knock on the door, and there's a letter in the mailbox. And you receive a letter from a gatekeeper. And can I ask someone to read this out loud for me, please?
Who would you
Nick, I
like? I
choose
can do
you.
it if you want. Okay.
Thank you.
Esteemed brother/sister of the gate, a threshold is opened where none should be. Reports from the Milwaukee Milwaukee Road speak of a train gone astray on the Pacific Extension. Its schedule's lost, its passengers unaccounted for. Such vanishings are not accidents, they are signs. The line through the bitter roots has long been a wound in the earth, a gate carved by iron and willpower, bordered by tunnels that breathe like lungs. If left unguarded, such passages invite what should remain beyond. You are instructed to travel to the division point at South Clay Elam, where whispers first began. From there, follow the trail of the vanished train. We have arranged for access for the three of you as special investigators. Speak with no one of your purpose, and trust least of all those who claim to have seen nothing. The gates hide themselves best behind indifference. Remember, a gate never opens itself. Someone always turns the key. Keep the threshold, guard the crossing, do not falter. May the unseen keys guide your hand, a fellow gatekeeper. Unsigned, as is our custom.
Awesome. Thank you. So, along with this letter, you also receive a copy of a telegraph that was sent. And this was sent between the Office of Power Operations in Tacoma to the Division Superintendent in South Clay Elam. These are real towns and places and railway lines, so I had nothing to do with the difficulty of the pronunciations. And the Bitterroots are a mountain range in Washington, turns out. I didn't know that. So it is dated September 14th, 1926, regarding a delayed unaccounted train special inquiry. Be advised that train number 47, evening westbound, failed to arrive on scheduled time at, actually, it was eastbound because it was going from Clay Elm to Kidius. So, pardon me. Has not been reported at any subsequent division point. Telegraph checks along the line yield no confirmation of passage. Passengers and cargo aboard remain unaccounted for. You are hereby directed to extend full cooperation to special inquiry agents traveling under company orders. These representatives are to be given unrestricted access to depots, yard offices, dispatch records, and crew reports pertinent to the above matter. Their authority derives directly from passenger operations Tacoma, and their instructions are to be obeyed without question. Every insistence must be afforded these agents until train number 47 is located and its passengers accounted for. This inquiry is confidential and shall not be discussed with outside parties or members of the press. By order, J.W. Trask. And so it seems that once again, the gatekeepers have pulled some strings for you and ensured that you at least have the authority to go in and speak with individuals about what happened. I'm just going to edit this so that it says going east. Eastbound. I can't find where it is. Eastbound. Here it is. So, with that, you get yourselves together, you get yourself packed, and you head off to the very small town of South Clay Elam. Real picture of the town. How cool is that? I've had, like I said, I've had a lot of fun planning this. It is a very small town. In fact, the only thing of note is that the railway has a junction point here, and really the town has grown up around that. It's the major reason that the town is here, and it is a sort of most of the people in this town work for the railway or are adjacent to it in some way. There is a boarding house where the three of you would be staying. You would not, you would be told who you're expecting, that you're going to be working with two others, but you probably don't know much more than that. However, Professor Gray and Terrance, the two of you would obviously recognize each other from previous investigations. So I would think probably maybe you guys show up first and run into one another. just for our newcomer's sake, do you guys want to describe your characters a little bit and what Ken will see when he joins you?
Sure. Do you want to go first, Chang?
All right. Terrance Edward Murphy, tall, lanky, mustachioed, Irish Roman Catholic. Wears a olive drab suit, fit with a hat as well, and a large photography camera around his neck. Looks immaculate.
Are you, we didn't really talk about this last time. Are you well known enough as a reporter that people might recognize your name?
Well, only within the boundaries of New York State, sweetheart.
I mean, do you work for the Times? That's all
Yes,
over
I do.
the. So it might be reasonable that people might recognize your name. Um,
It's possible.
yeah,
Maybe not so far. Maybe not so far out west. See,
that's true. Maybe not.
I mean, what a dump. Excuse me.
Oh, I love it. Terrance. Oh, sorry, Professor Gray.
Professor is a mid-30s, average height, average build, kind of slightly graying brown hair, wears glasses, walks with a slight limp, wears, as you can see in the picture, like a grey suit, obviously grey spelt the English way because he is a British expat. Saw some shit in the First World War, decided he didn't want to go back to the UK, moved over to the US. Still doesn't understand the place.
Awesome. Did we ever talk about what your area of specialty is?
He is an historian, but with a speciality in kind of magical history, like occult history.
Okay, cool. Interesting. Makes sense for a gatekeeper.
Yeah.
And when you two saw each other again for the, I guess, third time
Third time.
now,
Yeah.
would you go, grab a coffee together and wait for the next person to arrive? Would you go into your rooms and get unpacked? What would be
Would
your
probably
thing?
greet. Would probably greet Terrance kind of warmly. We've worked together. Mr. Murphy, it's good to see you again.
Oh yeah, Professor. Oh, you scared me, huh? Shout.
That's okay. Don't
Yes,
stop on my account.
I give him a firm handshake.
Mm.
It's good to see you again, Professor. Didn't think
Yes.
we'd been working. I did not think we'd be working together so often this year.
Yes. I've not seen. I don't think I've seen any other gatekeeper more than once. Clearly,
Yes.
we're doing something right.
Either that, or we keep losing the raffle.
Very possible. I might have upset someone.
Yes, if you excuse me, I have a lot of unpacking to do.
Sure.
Something about a runaway train, after all.
Mm.
And just as you're leaving to go head upstairs and get unpacked, this is when Ken walks in. Ken, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So Ken is built like a brick wall. He is around.
Oh, you just cut out on us, Kody.
Sorry, he's around.
Cut out again.
Dear.
Oh no.
He's around. Sorry, I had messed my headset up with there. He was around 5 foot 10 inches tall. He's broad shouldered, barrel chest. Um, he looks kind of flabby in his suit, but you could tell by his arms that he's pretty bulky. Thick forearms, heavy looking hands. He has brown hair. He wears glasses, and they're flat on his face, like really flat on his face, but they'll like slide down every so often, and then right back up. They're big, heavy ground glasses. Um, he wears a clean button suit, polished shoes, a jacket that looks like it's too tight around his shoulders. Um, and he just walks up to you, and he has like a hand that's bigger than your hand. He said, "Oh, you the two other gatekeepers, right?"
Well, announce it to the world, why don't you, chum? But
Oh,
yes, we are.
right. Professor told me not to say that out loud. Sorry. This is my second mission. My first one was kind of a tryout.
Well, just be careful, rookie.
Hmm.
We don't want to see you die on the job.
Oh yeah.
Now, if you excuse me, I'm just gonna
Probably walk
trippingly
around.
head up the stairs.
Same.
Okay. So you all head up the stairs of the boarding house to your individual rooms. They're fairly small and fairly simple, but they are clean and they're comfortable. The bed is probably a little bit on the small side for you. Like if you roll over, you're going to fall off of it kind of deal. But that's probably something you suffer with quite a bit in your life. Um, there's a sort of like a dining hall downstairs where breakfast is served every morning. Other meals would be up to you to provide. The accommodations have been already paid in advance by your organization. And yeah, you've got some time to begin your investigations, I guess. There's no real rush, as far as you know. This train has gone missing. It may show up, it may not. So obviously, there's we hope we find people before something terrible happens to them. But it's not kind of an imminent danger type thing. You can sit and enjoy your evening and get started the next day. You can get started this evening. And I guess you will need to get together at some point to make some plans as to how you're going to begin this investigation.
I suggest maybe we have dinner together and discuss oversaid, and then start in the morning.
Oh, I could eat.
Okay, so you guys head to there's a little sort of mom and pop restaurant in town. There's not a whole lot of options, so you suspect you're probably going to be spending a lot of time in this place. They do kind of like meals for takeout as well. So if you need to go away for a little bit, you can grab sandwiches to go, that kind of thing. You get the idea that some of it is like meals designed to take on the train with you if you're going to be traveling. It's fairly close to the train station. I believe this building here might actually be the old train station.
Looks
I'm
kind
not
of
100% sure on
line
that.
adjacent, yeah.
Yeah, well, and it's a very long building. There are actually pictures of it online. I'm not using it because I found a creepier one. But that's I believe that might actually be the old train station. Some things of note that you may notice as you're heading over towards dinner. This section of the railway, and in fact, a decent amount of the main streets in this little tiny community do have electricity. So instead of the gas lamps, this is extraordinarily modern to have these sort of electric lights that are lighting up the place. Seems a little bit unusual, but definitely pretty cool.
It's unusual in
And you
a
guys,
out of the way town like this. You'd have thought this would be one of the last places to get electricity.
Oh, it's the modern age. Yeah, just the other day I saw trying to think of the time period.
It's 1926, dear.
That's me, Kody, trying to think of the time period. Something amazing.
moving picture.
Wow.
The World's Fair.
Yeah, I saw one of those new moving pictures. They're getting more and more clever. I remember when they were just simple things repeating themselves over and over and over again.
Not exactly impressive. Then again, I
Wow.
come from, well, big city after all.
That's not as modern as you think it is. Like the first cinemas were in the early 1900s. Like
But the
proper
fancy
movie theaters,
ones,
1905, like an actual permanent movie theater that was affordable to people, 1905.
really crazy.
Really? I
I
thought
would
that
have
was
thought,
Yep.
way later, or way earlier than that. Like
yeah, interesting.
that's interesting.
Things we learn.
Mm.
Okay, so you're meeting for dinner.
Yep.
Time struggles aside, I
Hmm.
think this is something I'm definitely going to be struggling with this whole time. Is I have done some research on 1926, but there's so many things that are just you don't think about until
Mm.
yeah, how our daily lives have changed so significantly. Um, yes, well, so you sit down and the three of you have some time to grab a bite to eat and formulate a plan. The food is, again, it's fairly simple fare, but it's actually pretty delicious. Everything's home cooked. Um,
Mm.
Probably a lot of the fruits and veg that come out of this region are sourced locally, so it's fresh and delicious.
Mm.
Um, this looks like farming country to me as well, so there's probably a lot of farms kind of on the outskirts of this region. You are in the, or just on the sort of kind of at the foothills of the mountains, which is obviously affects the terrain quite significantly. You can kind of see in the background of this picture, you can see some of the
Mm.
foothills in the background there. And if you look up pictures of this city, you can actually see the mountains a little bit beyond that. So it's quite a lovely place. And it's September, so it's fall. So trees are starting to drop their leaves. You probably got some beautiful colors of the deciduous trees. You know, the yellows and the reds and all that kind of stuff. And it's quite a pleasant outing for once.
Mm.
No nasty circus tents full of blood and gore.
It's certainly an improvement.
So I'm sensing there's a little bit of like, we're a little bit lost here. So I'm just
Mm.
gonna recap that your telegraph has sort of given you permission to dive into the actual, like, talk to people at the train
Yeah.
station, talk to people at the junction. Management should, if you should be willing to give you a hand there.
Mm.
So that's certainly something you can do. Um, you can also, there are, it's a small community. You could talk to people in the town and find out kind of what they are thinking about things. It surely made, the local gossip, possibly even the news. Um, so you've definitely got some investigative avenues that you could take.
Yeah. I think maybe start by asking what the people of the town know about it, and then go to the train depot and follow through there. Like start
Oh,
here, radiate out, go that way.
sounds like a plan. I mean, gotta do the
'Cause-
footwork.
Yeah.
But what do you think it really is? My money's on a competitive railroad. One of their competitors tried to steal one of the machines.
But making a train disappear entirely like that
I
seems
mean,
too much for a competitor to be able to do, and like have no record of it passing the markers.
he like scratches his head. Well, I could bribe some people and just say
Maybe
it didn't.
I would
I know
very
we're
much.
gatekeepers and we hunt down that
Mm,
creepy stuff. I don't want to talk about my last mission or my
mm.
only mission.
I'd like it to be mundane, just someone being bribed to look the other way while a train was diverted. Um, I guess we'll wait and see. I'm not gonna cross my fingers on that one.
Do you
So
want
what
to
you say
start
your
with
name was again, Sport?
Ken Whitmore?
Yes, Mr. Whitmore. Again, you it would be unwise to announce our true occupation in
Oh
public
yeah.
view.
Sorry, the professor gets on me about that too. The hush
Investigators
hush.
will do. Investigators will do.
Investigators, right. Investigators for the the state. Oh no, the country,
Well,
right?
we've
Yeah,
been hired on. As far as anyone's concerned, we've been hired on by the rail company.
rail company. Right, right. Know a bit about that.
Yep.
So
Yes.
should we start with the local mayor or governor, or I'll be mayor?
We shall start with my eggs first,
We.
and then I shall finish my coffee.
Oh, right, right. Well, yeah, after we eat, of course.
Yeah.
And he just takes a big bite of the toast, and like the toast just disappears.
Okay.
So,
So yeah, we'll eat. Go on. Sorry.
and he's like talking, but he finishes eating, then he'll like take a pause and make sure
Mm.
his mouth is empty, and then he'll talk. Um, so, wha- uh, what do you guys like bring to the table?
I'm somewhat of a specialist in the occult and occult-related things. I'm a professor in my day-to-day life.
Oh, you were a professor?
Yes.
My last boss, or I guess he's still my boss, was a professor too.
Hmm.
Or is a professor.
Hmm.
He was into the cult stuff.
Hmm.
I don't know if you might know him. He was I am not gonna try to pronounce the name.
Alistair Harrow. I
Yeah,
probably
he's a
do.
professor in Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. I must admit I haven't networked much in the States. I haven't picked out where Professor Gray works currently. Not knowing much about the United States, I didn't want to just like throw a dart at a map and go there. So that will come in time. But yeah, maybe he does know him.
I wonder if there's a roll for that. Let's call it a luck roll. Roll me a luck roll. Let's see.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Uh,
interesting.
let's get
So
my
yeah,
data sheet.
the luck mechanic is kind of neat. So if you like declare that you're searching for something, like, oh, I want to look around and see if there's a flashlight in the drawers in this house so that I can look around in the
Hmm.
dark. Rather than me as a DM just deciding yes or no, I can have you roll a luck roll. And
Hmm.
if you succeed on it, then you find what you're looking
Oh.
for. So I'm gonna say with this, no, you haven't
Hmm.
heard of this Alistair Harrow. Um,
Hmm.
which might be a little bit odd. I don't
Hmm.
imagine that there are a ton of historians that or professors that research the occult. You probably know most of the people in your field. I know
Hmm.
when I was working in the sciences, there like you knew everybody in
Yeah.
Canada and some people from outside of Canada that specialized in your area because there's so few of you, right?
Yeah.
So it might be a little bit odd, but maybe he specializes in something that's like different, but you're not familiar.
Fair enough. Yeah, also bear in mind that like
Okay,
this is in the days before like, electronic communication really a thing. Like telegraph is about the only long distance communication available. So having
that's true.
that kind
Yeah.
of
So
contact network is a little bit more difficult to do.
yeah, that's absolutely true. I mean, you might have heard of them through journals or whatever, but if you
Yeah.
don't read the journal that they've published in, then you wouldn't know.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys finish your meal and you decide to, it sounds like you're gonna head out into the town and see what you can see if there's any
Yeah.
people out to have a little chat with and see what the locals think. Always a good idea when you're in a small community like this. It's everybody knows everyone and everyone's got a theory and people are always happy to run their mouths and tell you what they think.
Mm.
So, is there anywhere in particular you go? I think a community like this would have a church. Um, there is probably a small town hall. Um, there's obviously like the restaurant which you're already at, like a local diner kind of thing. The boarding house, the train station, and then there would be like a couple of small shops, probably one that's more like a grocer slash general store, and then um, probably like a clothing shop or one where you could purchase your work gear for working on the railroad, that kind of thing.
Like town hall, I guess. We suggested maybe talking to someone who knows about running the place.
Okay.
Yeah,
So I go ahead,
we'll hit
Kody.
up the town hall, see if we can get the mayor or the is it
Cleric or something.
constable at this time,
Oh, that's a
or the
good
sheriff.
point. Yeah, there would probably be. It's probably just like maybe even one officer, maybe two, that work out of a town this size. They would have a small sort of office building, but they probably are just on call all the time and work from home as much as they work from the office. But you would definitely be able to go in there Monday through Friday during work hours and speak with the police officer in town.
Hmm.
Uh,
Probably the best bet to get someone with authority at least.
Yeah, sure.
so you guys going to head to the police station first, or are you going to head to the town hall first?
Um, Town hall first. In the small town, they're usually all together in one.
If there's a gathering, yeah.
I mean, like the police station and the like the courthouse and the governor or the mayor and all that stuff. They usually just have one big building in these little
They're
type
probably
towns.
close to each other.
Okay, well, we'll go that area then. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm happy to just follow. I don't know much about these kind of towns, so
So which place would you head to first? So there is I'm going to say that the police station and the courthouse are connected.
Hmm.
Um, it's just sort of like a very small building. They probably outsource their like court to somewhere else. You probably have to go somewhere else for court, so it's probably just a police station thinking about it.
sure.
And then it's right next to the city hall or the town hall, which is again just a fairly small building.
We'll go to the town hall. I
You
think that's
do
what we.
notice that it seems like the railroad brings in a little bit of money in this
Mhm.
town. Things are in decent shape. You're not seeing like the broken down stuff that you might expect in other communities of this size.
Okay, I guess that would
I hit.
explain why the electricity's here too.
I say we hit up the, the constable, see
Okay,
if they have a case or something out, get the lay of the land, see if the mayor is willing to be talked to. But it's up to you
sure.
guys. I'm still kind of new to this.
Mr. Murphy, your opinions?
Yes, I'd rather talk to the fuzz first.
Okay, let's do that then.
And you guys will notice when you guys start walking, Ken kind of takes point, like walks ahead of you guys, always looking back and forth at everything.
Hmm.
All right. So you guys head into the police station. It is pretty much just a one room kind of place. There is, you can see there's a cell. There's like the bars, and it's one of those old fashioned ones with just like metal bars that go up and down. It's kind of in the corner there, so that the police officer can work and still keep an eye on what's happening. There's only one officer at his desk, and you can see there's a nameplate that says Constable Reuben Young. And he is sitting, he appears to be doing some paperwork. He's writing up some items and, he's just filling in forms, that kind of thing. And he looks up as you approach and says, "Hello, how can I help you today?"
Oh, the telegraph form is meant for us, right?
The telegraph is a copy of a telegraph that was sent to the railway people. So it was sent to the railway person here in town. But the police officer wouldn't have seen it or have any. It wouldn't. That doesn't give you any authority over the police.
Right, but it does give us authority in investigating the matter. So I would say, Officer Young, may we a moment of your time, if you're not too busy?
Certainly. Come in, sit down. How can I help? What's going on?
We'd we'd love to talk to you about the disappearance of Train 47.
Uh, that is an active, ongoing investigation, so I can't say too much. But I'm certainly willing to listen if you've got things to tell me. What's going on?
Well, we are private investigators, if I should say. Right? Private? That sound about
Hmm.
right?
Sounds about right. Yeah.
Private investigators, I see. Who has hired you?
Take a look. I'll produce my copy of the telegraph
The
pole
Telegraph?
because we all each get one, right? We all got one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. He looks at it and he says, "Oh, I see. You're investigating on behalf of the company." And
Yes,
it
for
seems kind of like
liability.
twigged for him. Of
Yes.
course, yes, that makes sense. Well, I can aid somewhat, absolutely. We do have our own investigation going on right now with all these missing persons, but I'm all for having cooperation between our organizations.
Wonderful thing to
Just,
hear.
just,
Wonderful
uh,
thing.
just a minute here, and he goes over and he's got like a little sign on the door, and it just says, "Unless an emergency, please come back later." And he closes the door and locks it. And he says, "There, we shouldn't be disturbed unless something else crazy happens in this town. Please tell me how I can help."
Well, Mr. Young, you can start with the estimated time of disappearance, roughly.
You would probably want to talk to the railway about that. Um, the From what we know, they were heading, and he pulls out a map.
Ah, wonderful. I love algebra.
Hmm.
I'm gonna shift ping you over here. You might need to zoom in a little bit. Again, real map.
Mm.
Um, and he sort of shows you the map, and he says, "This is the railway map of the region. The purple areas are all of the electrical line that has been placed, and the blue areas are areas that have not been upgraded to the new electrics." Um, and he has pins on the map. Actually, or did I put them on? I thought I put them on the G. Oh, sorry, I don't have keyboard shortcuts
Ah.
uh, set on here, and I can't function without them.
Hmm.
So let me just add those on. Okay. All right. Oops. Control Z. I have that on wrong. Okay. There. All that for 2 pins.
Mm.
So the green pin is where we currently are. Um, and this is Clay Ilum. And Kittitas is where the red pin is, and that is where the train is known not to have checked in at. We've yet to hear back from Ellensburg to hear if the train actually passed through that checkpoint. That was something that the train um, investigate the train company was going to look into. I imagine that would be part of your investigation. But this town is the last town that we know for sure the train came, it stopped, it picked up some passengers, and it did not make it to Kittias.
Okay.
Kittias.
Do you know how many customers did it pick up here?
Again, you'd have to talk to the railway, but I imagine they would have a manifest.
Okay. Are there any, like, do you know if there's locals among those people missing?
Yes, yes, there are Um, um, Charles Brent has gone missing. She was waiting for her husband. Her, oh my God. Charles Brent has gone missing. His wife is here in town.
Right.
Um, we did go out and have a look on the tracks here, but we didn't find anything of interest, anything. It's almost as if it just disappeared into the night, to be perfectly honest. I mean, we know it left here. We've got descriptions of it leaving here, and it didn't arrive at Kittitas.
Hmm.
And I mean, it's a train. It's not like it can just turn off the tracks.
Generally, no.
I've called for some officers from outside, from some of the neighboring towns, to come and help us do a sweep of the railway. We're hoping we can find something to find out what's gone wrong. But we haven't at this point seen any indication of any trouble on the tracks. So we don't see any signs of a wreck.
Yes.
But we're going to walk the whole way if we have to and figure it out.
Officer Young, Clay Elam wouldn't exactly have a history of criminal activity, would it?
Oh goodness, no! I don't get any excitement here. I'll tell you that, and I'm glad for it. No, most things are here are, the odd physical fight that happens when there's been too much alcohol. We don't really have much else that goes on here.
Hmm. Train robbers, perhaps, from out of town.
Perhaps, but where did the train go? Did they steal the whole thing?
It's been done before, although probably not in a long time. Not since the rise of the cowboy, anyways, and the provincial governments, unions, and the automatic rifles. But I digress.
He kind of looks like he looks a little bit overwhelmed, and he says, like, I don't know how you'd even begin to go around stealing a train. I suppose it's an avenue I can continue my investigation into, but I don't know. Something happened, that's for sure.
Ongoing investigation. And his people, well, he's been coordinating with other cops, right? They've found nothing so far. Or at least they're still in the middle of trying to find something.
Yeah.
Um.
So they've had a look around. He does say we found some items along the tracks. I don't know. I honestly don't know if they're even from this train, but we've picked up everything. And he hands you.
Oh. Recovered items. East of St. Paul.
Okay. This is it. This is all in their evidence locker.
Yes.
Any chance? I don't suppose there's a chance we're able to inspect these items on the list.
I'm sorry, they're evidence. I can't allow you to have a look. We need to keep them in the state that we found them in.
Question of detail. These were found east of the St. Paul Pass tunnel. Is that prior to the tunnel or post? Like, would the train have had to have gone through that tunnel, or is it before it went in it?
It would be, I believe it would be post the tunnel.
Scattered remains post tunnel. Interesting. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, because the
Curious.
train was headed east, so it would be before the tunnel.
If it's headed east, If it's before the tunnel, it would be west of the tunnel then.
Oh, you're right. It would be before. Pardon me. My apologies. You're right. It would be before it went into the tunnel.
Before it went into the tunnel. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Keep that in mind. That's curious.
All right, Mr. Young. Seeing as how we are not allowed
Based.
to, well, could I implore you to check yourself for any sort of symbols or sigils, markings on any of these items that seem out of place, unfamiliar, perhaps?
I can have another look over them, but I'll tell you right now, if we'd noticed anything like that, we would have marked it on our would have marked it in the description. Um, everything is as described here.
Well, all right. Fellas,
Nothing else I want to ask.
So this entire time, Ken's been behind you two as you've been sitting, and he just has his arm crossed, just looking around, not saying anything. But before we leave, he asks one question. By chance, is there a local mine or something like that in that
A
area?
mine?
Like an old
No,
one,
no,
really old,
not that I'm aware of.
something that still might have tracks.
Um, you'd have to talk to the train people about if there's any tracks that go off of there, but to my knowledge, no.
You
And
can
he just
definitely talk to the
nods.
train people. Okay.
a train
Okay.
company it is.
Yep.
Okay. So you guys head on out of the constable's office. He is he's quite he turns the sign around so that it's back open. And if he says, if you do have any further questions or if you find out any information, do feel free to come back. And like I said, I'm happy to share with you if you're happy to share with us.
You shall be the
And
first to know, Constable Young.
thank you. And likewise, if I find anything I think might be pertinent to your investigation, I will pass that information along to you. You're staying at the boarding house, I assume?
Yes. 3B. It's my room.
Very well. I shall make sure that information gets passed to you. And with that, you guys head on out. And I think that this is a good point for us to take our break. I know
Okay.
we haven't been playing that long because we did the things, but I've been sitting for way too long. I need to stretch my legs.
Yep.
Um,
Sounds good.
let's take 10 and we will meet back at, I guess, 10 to the hour.
Okay. See you in 10.
right, welcome back from our little 10-minute break there. We're a couple minutes early because we're all here and raring to go. So you guys have just spoken with the constable here in town. His name is Reuben Young, and he was fairly helpful, I think. Gave you some items that they had recovered potentially from the train that they think might be related to some of the passengers. It's hard to say. And also told you that they haven't really found any reason why this train would have gone off the tracks, but they are still investigating the matter. When you guys leave his place, the police station, it sounded like you guys were interested in going to the town hall next and speaking with someone there.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much we're going to be able to get from the town hall, but we can certainly try and find out. I think it felt to me like maybe the next best place was going to the train company, going to the
Okay.
but happy to get input from the others.
Yeah, the train company.
Train company?
Yeah.
All right. So you guys head to the train station. It is a very small station, as you can see, but a little bit more modern than you were expecting, maybe from a town like this. As we've discussed, it's got electricity, both on the track and within the train building itself. The building is a little bit ramshackle, but it's in pretty decent shape. It's still standing, so that's a bonus. Excuse me, I'm just going to cough. Oh, tickle my throat. Yes, and so when you head to the train station, there's the one side where you can kind of drop people off on. You go in the building, and then there's on the other side is where the train tracks are. At the moment, there are a few people in there. We have, where's my notes here? You see someone in a train master's uniform. It's in the colors of the train company. He is probably the one who is responsible. It looks like a train has just come, unloaded some people, and then taken off. There's a few people who are kind of leaving, and he is sort of running around, doing what train people do. There's also a young boy who is sort of sitting on one of the benches outside. He's got a toy train, and he's sort of grinning from ear to ear. He seems pretty excited about trains just in general. And there is also a woman who is sitting on one of the benches. She seems to be waiting, uh, but it's odd because, like I said, it looks like the train just unloaded all of its people, and so if she's waiting to get on a train, she's super early for the next one. And if she was waiting for someone, well, they are not here, obviously. And she's just sort of sitting. She's just sort of staring straight forward. She's young. She's in her kind of like early 30s, and is she's got big dark circles under her eyes. She's not looking good. What do you guys do?
I
Of course,
guess
the lady
go to
first.
yeah, go for it. Lead on.
Okay, you walk on over to the woman. She doesn't really seem to register you at first. She's staring straight forward, but she's kind of got that like blank look in her eyes where, like, she's kind of staring through you instead of looking at you.
1,000-yard stare.
Yeah,
Say, Doll,
exactly.
what are you waiting for? The train already left.
She sort of snaps out of it and she looks at you and she says, I was hoping my husband would be on this one, but I guess he must be on the next one.
Was did your husband happen to be on chain number 47?
Yes. Yes, he was due home and he hasn't arrived yet.
Tell you what, you go on home. Make sure you rest, and we'll let you know. We'll be in town for a little while. We'll let you
I
know.
can't I can't leave. I have to wait for him just in case he shows up.
What's his name?
Charles Brandt.
Brant. Yeah, that's.
She pauses for a moment and she looks at you, Ken, and she kind of like, do I know you? I'm sure I've seen you
Um,
before.
I doubt it. I'm from Pittsburgh. I'm not around these parts.
Oh,
You mean Pittsburgh?
Pittsburgh, yeah.
I thought I had. My mistake. You must just remind me of someone. My apologies.
No, no apologies needed, man. And again, he's like looking around. He's always has his eyes out all around him, looking for any threats or anything like that.
Well, it's terribly cold. It's terribly cold out here. Why don't you go inside? Head inside for a hot drink, at the very least. Miss?
Yes, maybe I'll do that. I'll go wait inside. And she sort of gets up and walks inside, and you just see her. She doesn't go get a drink. She just goes and sits down on one of the benches inside.
What's the significance of Brant again?
That
You
was
do
the name.
recognize that as being the name of one of the passengers on the train.
Yeah, that was the
Alright, just
name
one of the
Yeah,
passengers.
yeah, that was the name the deputy mentioned. The police guy mentioned.
and that his wife showed up and has been hanging around the town for the last
Yeah.
couple days. So that's her.
Go find the train master now. Conductor, quartermaster, whatever they call them.
Station mash. Station.
Station
I
master.
can't say it. That's the word I was looking for. Station master. Him. Lowell is his last name. I will put it in chat for you. And he is running around running a train station. He seems fairly busy. He's bopping around. He doesn't seem to know who you are, so you haven't caught his eye at this time.
I'll wait till he's done. It'd be rude to interrupt him.
I think it's one of those things where like he's just running around doing his job, so like he's not going to be done until he goes home for the night.
I'll give it 5 minutes before I go.
Oh, pardon me. I'm sorry. I didn't see you standing there. Yes, how can I help you?
Hello, I'm Terrance Murphy. These are
Pleased to
my
meet you. You looking for a ticket?
not particularly. I am how we are, however, looking for a set of questions to ask you, Mr.
Lowell.
Mr. Lowell, seeing as how you are the station master here.
I am. Certainly. You were looking for pricing? It's on the wall just over there. Trains depart. The schedule is on the other side, just over there. If you're looking for a schedule, and let me know when you've made your decision. I'll help you purchase your ticket.
Not exactly that. We are in the department of investigating something else. I'll pull out the
Oh,
the telegraph form.
yes, I received the telegraph. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize that you would be arriving so soon. Welcome. Hello, please, come into my office and we can have a chat. I'm so sorry I didn't recognize you.
No worries. We tend to blend in with the crowd, after all.
I suppose that's the point. He seems a little bit awkward, whether that's because he's kind of embarrassed that he didn't realize who you are, or for some other reason you're not sure, but he's definitely a little bit like, oh dear. And he brings you into a small office. There's not enough chairs, so he leaves and goes to. It sounds like he's gone to the lunchroom, and he drags 2 chairs back with him to put them down, so there's enough chairs for you. And then he says, please have a sit, and I'll be happy to answer as many questions as you like."
Yeah, for one. I offer a lucky strike.
You know what? I would love one. Thank you.
Yes. Now, Mr. Lowell, seeing as how we have authority passed down from employers, in fact, your employers to an extent, we have a number of questions to ask you. So we hope you can stay
Yeah.
for quite a while.
I will do my best to answer everything as thoroughly as I can. This is obviously a big deal for the company, and the train was fine when it left our station. So anything we can do to cooperate and figure out what went wrong further on down the line, I'm happy to help.
Yes, it would seem that our employers would probably prefer to keep most of this quiet. It would be terrible public relations if word got out of this.
He says, "There's been an article."
Oh, wonderful. Already. Well, we'll just have to stay ahead of it. Scott Brown? That fraud.
We've been very careful as to. Okay. We've been very careful as to what we've said. So far, we've just said that the train is delayed, and that communications has been interrupted. We're The company has been very specific as to what I'm allowed to say to the investigators.
Well, from this point forward, let us speak in whispers regarding this incident, shall we? And most definitely do not answer any questions asked by Brown.
Okay, I won't.
You don't have to whisper. This is your private office.
I thought you said speak in whispers. I'm sorry.
I meant that as a metaphor, dear.
Oh, right. Yes, a metaphor. Yes. I definitely know what that is. That's yes.
Well then, let us begin. When was, or rather, approximately when was Train 47 disappeared? Roughly.
Well, it came through here on time at 5:42 as usual, and
Mhm.
it took on some passengers. No one disembarked that I recall, and it left at 6:05.
Left
It was
at
a longer
6:05.
stop than normal because the train was in advance of its schedule.
Yes, and approximately how long would would it take to arrive at the next destination,
Oh well, it's
if on schedule, of course?
right, of course, yes. So the next town over from here would be Ellensburg, and that's about 10 minutes. And then from Ellensburg to Kittitas, that would be another about 15. So we were expecting to hear from them within the half hour.
Yes. Is
but
Kitius? Oh, go, keep going.
Kittitus, they telegraphed us when, after an hour, the train had not arrived, asking if the train was late. And that was when we realized something was wrong.
Right. And is Kitius the end of the line, so it were?
Oh, no, it goes all the way. This particular stretch of line goes all the way to, I guess the last stop would be Mobridge in South Dakota.
Yes. Oh, wait, right. You're talking eastbound here, right? Eastbound.
That's correct.
All right. Now, we would like to see the train manifest, if you will.
Yes, I have a copy of it right here on my desk.
Please.
He pulls out the passenger manifest.
And how
As you can
large, sorry, how long are these trains? One car, two car, three carts?
see, so this one had one first class car, a dining car, the second class, third class cars, a dining car for them, and then 4 cargo trains.
Well, it's certainly no Orient Express, is it?
No, it's a popular train, but it picks up more further down the line. This is very early on, obviously, in the shuffle of people and things. We get most of the people come on at Seattle and head from there.
Yes, Seattle, a wonderful city that I've never been to. Now then, would you suspect, Mr. Lowell, a great caper?
Oh, you mean, do you think it was robbed? No, I don't. Perhaps I don't know. It's just so odd that we haven't seen it or heard from them. I don't know how it could have vanished like that. I mean, that's a train is a big thing to go missing.
Yes, for that we are certain.
Hmm.
And your people have combed over the tracks, or at least in the local area. Nothing?
Uh,
No scratches,
we've
nothing out of place?
we've looked in the other, and we haven't found anything. Um, Nothing strange, nothing unusual. I believe the police found some items that they believe belong to passengers, but that's about it, really. Other than that, no hide nor hair of it.
And you say for certain that no one departed from the train when it arrived here?
No, there was supposed to be someone departing from the
Yeah,
train.
Mr.
Um,
Novak, according to this.
yes, but we didn't see him get off. It seems to have been, he would have been caught
Hmm.
once he got to Kittitas. They would have checked his ticket there and realized he had extended his uh, the length of time he was allowed to be on the train. Um, it's
Hmm.
possible that he got off at Ellensburg if the train even stopped through there, but we didn't see him get off here.
Hmm. And it didn't.
Yes.
The train didn't flag in at Ellensburg. This is the last place it flagged in, correct?
That's correct.
Hmm.
Ellensburg doesn't normally. We don't. It's a very small, even smaller than ours, and so normally we don't hear from trains passing through there. But Kittitas is a more major stop, and they were uh, noticed that the train hadn't passed through.
Hmm. Okay. Curious. There's never been an event like this in the past. There's never been any major disruption to the services through here.
We had an accident several years ago now in the tunnel. The train came off the tracks and no one was injured. There was, it was fine. It just we had to send some people in there to repair, and that's the only incident we've had in, gosh, maybe 20 years.
Was that the St. Paul Pass tunnel?
Yes, that's the one.
Where nearby where their personal effects were found.
Yes. Yes, that's why we thought it might be an accident at first, but there's no sign of. I mean, if a train, believe me, I've worked at some other places. If a train gets in an accident, there's a lot of bits everywhere.
Yes,
Yes,
something
chaos,
that big
commotion.
doesn't just vanish.
Yes, exactly.
Now, I have to ask, is this St. Paul's tunnel particularly dangerous? Not up to code, perhaps?
Oh no, this section of the railway, we are some of the safest section of railway on the whole line. We're very modern. We've had improvements with some electricity, which means that the tunnel is generally lit. Makes things a lot safer. We take pride in keeping this as safe as possible for everyone.
Interesting. I'm writing everything down, by the way.
Mm.
It's
Okay.
with my pencil and my notepad.
Mhm.
Interesting that there were 2 wooden crates, contents undisclosed, addressed to the Seattle Museum of History. This is going the opposite way from Seattle?
And to
Yeah.
Spokane. That we'll say that they're addressed from the Seattle
Right, okay.
Museum.
Yeah, sure.
I had ChatGPT help me with this manifest just to get together a bunch of names.
And it does its
and it,
hallucination, sure.
and it does its hallucination thing, and I didn't check.
Yeah.
I thought I caught them all, but I'm seeing that I missed some.
On that note,
Um,
is the traveling alone and the wife thing one of those hallucination things?
Oh, yeah. Mr. Whitlock, traveling alone with his wife.
oh, yep, that's a ChatGPT thing.
Just want to make sure like he was traveling alone, but his wife was
They're strange, okay?
traveling,
You don't have to
Yeah.
dig. You don't have to dig deeper into their relationship. All right, they don't.
Reminds me
They
there's
don't want
a
to
traveling
talk
with
about
his
it.
wife.
there was a
Also
wonderful
on
radio
that
sketch. Go on, sorry. On the note.
on that note, Kirsty, would my character know Mr. Whitlock through his background with his father?
Potentially. Why don't you give me a luck roll?
Sure.
Oh, it's another one I've noticed. Number 7.
Oh, from Seattle.
No,
Thank
he
you.
does not know a Mr. White.
Whitmore.
Assume that
Whitlock.
Whitewater.
Whitlock,
Whatever.
yeah. I think.
Coma.
Hang on. I think it was in your letter from a gatekeeper. No, maybe not. Okay. Yeah, he's probably quite wealthy, but he's not someone you might have heard the name, but he's not someone you would have sort of any kind of contact with.
Are you guys done asking him questions?
I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to know. 2
Oh, I'm
unidentified
gonna
children.
snap a few photos of the manifest.
Mm.
In the meantime.
All right. So
Okay.
Ken will turn to him and ask just one question. I noticed this town has power and seems a little bit more well off than other towns around this area. Is this a summer
Yes.
home for one of the railroad owners?
Oh, no, no, nothing like that. The whole plan is to gradually actually create this entire railroad will be electrified within the next 10 years, is the plan that the company has. And because we hook into both Tacoma and Seattle, this stretch of railway was one of the first ones to gain electricity. There's also a big section, um, 440 miles, the largest stretch of electrified railroad in the world. And that goes between Avery and Harleton. It's amazing what this company's doing.
And who's the primary backer for all this?
This railroad. Can you please give me a history check?
Give me a second to find it.
Yeah.
E.
That's awesome. Yeah, so you would know that this is a massive corporation. Um, the CM, and this is the logo. This is I don't know exactly what this stands for, I forget. But that's kind of like the company
Yeah.
name. And then this is a section of that railway that kind of has its own umbrella underneath it because the corporation is so large. So there's like, we're not talking about one specific person. We're talking about like a big board of people, probably several boards at different levels who would have say in this road when it's constructed, what happens with it, with the money, all that kind of thing. This is a really, really large organization. This section of rail is known as the Milwaukee Road, and it is kind of its own unit within that, but it's still overseen by the much larger corporation.
Okay.
Kim just nods.
I suggest we go and have a look at the Pull Pass tunnel when we have an opportunity.
We'll need to rent a car for that.
An
Or the
automobile
train.
out in these sticks? Well, I don't know about that.
The
don't know about
sheriff
that
could
one, Chang.
probably have ones. We can probably that. And the train should have one. And he turns. You got an automobile we can borrow?
Roll me a luck roll. I'm gonna make this a hard roll.
Roll.
No. He says, no, we don't have anything like that. What we can do is we can send you on one of the trains and let you off at one of the mile rail points along the way, pick you up on the way back.
That might be worth doing, yeah.
If that's all we can do, that's all we can do.
Either that or we get there on our dogs.
I think I'd rather get a lift out there.
Same. When by chance we can do that at the earliest?
Well, we can get you on the next train if you like.
And when
That
will
would
that be?
That would be swell.
That would be this evening. But if you want to wait till morning, then that way you can spend as much time as you like there. We could get you first thing in the morning.
First thing in the morning might be better. Do it with light
Morning,
rather than
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
I would hate to be
wouldn't
caught
want
out
to
there at night.
stumble around out there in the dark.
Yes.
No, I wouldn't think so.
Okay. Yeah, we'll come back in the morning then.
All right. We'll write you a special ticket.
All right. The company is very grateful for all that you've done so far, Mr. Lowell.
He looks a little bit relieved and he says, I have to say that's good to hear. I know we were the last We were the last station to see them, but I tell you, everything looked fine when we saw them. They stopped. I spoke with the conductor. He seemed fine. It
Hmm.
was there was
Did
no
he?
sign of any trouble with the train. Whatever they happened, it there didn't seem to be anything mechanically wrong with it. Everything from an outside perspective looked normal. But of course, you always worry that you're going to get blamed as the last station.
Hmm.
Yes, I don't
What did
suppose that you've taken a look at any of the passengers from outside where you were during that time.
Oh, you mean like, do I remember any of them?
Not particularly remember what them in particular, but did anybody look out of place?
Um, Not that I recall. It was a pretty
Hmm.
pretty normal day, to be honest. If I'd have known what was going to happen, I would have paid more attention. But the truth of the
Hmm.
matter is, I was just going around doing my business, doing my
Sure.
job.
What did you talk to the guard about, or
The conductor?
the conductor? Yeah.
Oh, just I commented on the fact that he was a bit early,
Mm-hmm.
and he said that they'd had some. The weather had been good, the tracks had been clear, and they just made it through nicely. And so he also said they hadn't had many stops along the way. So they didn't they went through a little bit quicker than normal, and we, chit chatted for a while about the weather and where he was headed to next. He said he was getting to the end of the line, and then he was switching off with another conductor, and he was going to take a 2-day break.
Hmm.
He mentioned that
Okay.
there had been, come to think of it, he mentioned there'd been some noises on the train that had
Not
been disturbing the passengers, but nothing, he didn't seem to think it was mechanical. I asked him specifically about that, and he said he thought it was some of the passengers playing silly buggers.
Hmm.
Did he describe the noise in any particular way?
He just said some thumping noises. We didn't talk about it very much. He just sort of mentioned it in passing.
Oh,
He said,
thumping noise as well, how it's a long journey after all.
Hmm.
"Oh well, you never
Don't let
know.
a
We see
gentleman doesn't like
all
to,
kinds on trains. Let me tell you."
a gentleman or a lady does not like to kiss and tell after all. Isn't that right, Mr. Lowell?
Indeed, and he sort of like is a little bit red in the face.
Um, Also to mention, there's a lady waiting outside. I think her husband is one of the people missing on the trains. You would do well to make sure she's okay.
Yes, I've been stopping by and speaking with her periodically. She's absolutely distraught, poor thing. I've tried to
Mm,
send her home, but she won't go. She says she has to wait for him. I don't know. She said she knew he was coming back and that he was coming back today. And
interesting.
I told her he's not. And that we're looking for him and the police are looking for him, but I fear she may crack entirely if we determine that they are in fact deceased, which is it must have been an accident. It's the only thing I can think of where the train would go missing like that. And when we
Is
figure out what's happened to it, I'm afraid
hmm,
it's been so long with passengers.
is
I do
there
not know if
is there
anyone will
any
survive.
bodies of water it could have gone into off of the track on route
No
between
bodies of
specifically between
water.
here and Ellensburg?
Not that no. There's some
Because the only
cliffs, some high elevated sections of track where if the train
mm,
fell off, it would go down below. But that's where the police are searching now. But we've had
yeah,
no sign of anything.
because that's the only way I can imagine a train would completely go missing unless there was. Are there any like old mining ways in the St. Paul's Pass, maybe? Like, do you know anything of its history?
Oof, he sort of like leans back and he says, I can see if I can pull out some old maps and see if there's any. As far as I know, the map that I have here, and he points out the map that you saw before,
Mm.
this is the most up-to-date map we have. I don't know if we don't have any junction points that I'm aware of.
Because the only thing that I could see that could potentially make it disappear is if there's somewhere in that tunnel that it could have been diverted to.
Perhaps. I don't. Like I said, I don't know of any.
Is there like a library in town? Anything like that? Like an
Yeah,
archivist that I could go and talk to?
we have a library here in town. Absolutely, yes.
Okay.
It's just a small one, but it's got some stuff on local history.
Okay, I might go and pay that a visit before we turn in for the night.
Yes, and do
Oh
well
well.
to, if it's not too much trouble, to take care of Mrs. Brand.
Yes.
At least a blanket and a hot drink.
Yes, absolutely. That's a good idea.
And
It's the
definitely
least
not
the company
coffee.
can do. Yeah.
No, not coffee. Something to help her sleep. Perhaps some hot tea.
Warm milk. Always works.
I'll see what I can rustle up.
Good.
Thank you for your time, and if there's anything else I can do, I'm happy to answer any questions or help in any way I can.
No, thank you,
Sure.
Mr. Lowell. I give him a firm
And he
handshake.
stands up and offers, he offers you all handshakes.
Mhm. Sure.
And
We shall be
you
in
head
touch.
on. Very
Um,
well. Yes, please keep me appraised.
We'll be back in the morning.
Before we all leave, Ken will turn to him. One last question.
Mm.
Are the power lines traveling in the what was it called again? The cavern, not the
Paul's
cavern,
Pass?
St.
but
Paul's Pass.
the pot pass. Are they traveling in the pass or over the pass?
They travel with the railway lines, so
In the
it
pass.
lights up the tunnel.
Good to know.
Yeah, straight through.
Okay.
And again,
Alright.
he'll take point. To the library, I
We're
assume.
gonna
Yes,
go
please.
outside. Oh yes, to the library. I have a strange sensation that somehow where this electricity may be tied to what's been happening.
Could well
It's been
be.
like this before, haven't we? In our previous adventures.
Hmm.
Oh, I do apologize, Professor. You weren't there at the time
I
when we
don't think I
were
was.
at your home. Lovely place. What was that? What was that place again?
I forget, where
Well,
did I send you guys? It was somewhere in England.
yeah, it's the name of a town in northern England.
Yeah,
That's
I forget where I.
my home is a
I
little
think
bigger than that. Just to like that's not just because you've been to one place in England doesn't mean you've been to my home.
what? Well,
Clonwich
obviously,
Falls.
out of character, obviously.
Yeah.
Yes, perhaps the electricity is the key, or rather, the key that turned the door. Who knows, though?
Maybe.
Oh,
Key that
well,
opens the
didn't you
gate,
guys
you
see
mean?
that cargo note? There's two items from the museum, and old things have old ways, as the professor used to say.
Yes,
So,
perhaps an artifact.
The
you
coffin is
think we could?
concerning.
Coffins go around all the time. That's usually how they get them back home. It's a little
Yeah.
weird that it didn't have a name visible though, or any
Yeah.
paperwork on it. But coffins going through the railroad, that's actually quite common around these parts. I know you're from across the sea. Um, do you think we could send a telegram to the museum and see if they can let us know what the items might have been?
May
Could
take a
be.
couple of days, but we could try.
Yeah.
Well, our investigation might take a couple days. Last one took almost 3 weeks.
Yeesh.
3 weeks.
Well, the professor's kind of up there in the year, so it was nice and slow all the entire time. He's very cross his T's, dot his I's kind of man.
Yes. And I shan't get into what we got up to the last time. Should we, Professor?
Mm.
As I fear we may have unleashed an ancient evil onto the world. Another one.
Yeah, we won't talk about that.
What now?
Is that a
But
character?
that's out of character. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, their first campaign, it didn't end on such a positive note.
Lucky to be alive.
We were misled.
Mm.
You were misled.
All right, so I think I saw the library when I was coming into town. So
Okay, that's good.
There. We
Let's head
shall.
there then.
Perhaps.
again, he
Okay.
kind of takes point to head the other
Mhm.
two, and he's like looking out for any trouble or anything like that.
Yeah, you guys had. I don't have a picture of the library, so we're gonna theater of the mind this.
Mhm.
Okay.
But you guys head to the library. It is a small single-story building. It's got a pretty decent selection of books from what you can see, sort of floor to ceiling. There's a children's nook in the corner with some children's books and a rug spread out where children can come and be read to, that kind of thing. The library also has electricity here, so there's electricity lighting the room, which again is a little bit unusual, but probably thanks to the railway. And there is a female librarian behind the desk. She is probably in her early 30s. She has long dark hair that she's got pulled back into a braid. She's wearing a fairly conservative outfit, as would kind of befit a librarian. And she's just sitting in a chair reading a book when you guys come in. And when you go through the doorway, she sort of like looks up at you and smiles and says, "Let me know if you need any assistance," and then just goes right back to her book.
Thank you. But the professor knows what he's doing in the library. He'll go just basically straight for the local history section.
We are in your element after all, Professor.
Indeed, this is what I do.
Okay, can you please give me I think there's a use library skill.
There is indeed. I specifically put a lot of points into it.
Excellent. Go ahead and
I
give me
actually
a
have a
use
really good library used to.
Oh my
You guys learned from
fucking god.
now, would you
Wow.
like to push this?
So I can push it. I get to roll it again with consequences if I fail. Is that correct?
Correct.
The library burns down.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see what happens. No, rarely punished. So yeah, I'll push this. That's more like
All
it.
right, there
Nice.
you go. Yeah, that's better.
That's what you want. Okay. So you have a look around at first, and we have to describe how you push the roll. So here's my suggestion to you. You have a look around, and you can't really find anything that's super useful. There are some books on the history of the town, but it's very like surface level history. The town was founded in such and such a year, and this was the mayor of the town, and this street is named after him, and that kind of thing. But nothing like what you're really interested in. And so you ask the librarian for some assistance, and
Yeah.
she has some books, suggestions for books that she thinks might be more in line with what you want, and she is able to provide those to you.
Sure. Specifically, like the history of the St. Paul Pass and
Yeah,
major events in the town, sort of thing.
absolutely. So not only is she able to find some sort of like books, like more traditional books, but there's also the library has a small section, which is probably why you couldn't find it on your own. Has a small section of like historical documents.
Okay.
They have the library keeps a record of, for example, where everyone is buried in town and where all the grave markers are. The library keeps some of the church's records of weddings and funerals and that kind of stuff. They're housed here. They also keep some like important journals and that kind of thing. And one of the things that stands out to you is you find the journal of a a railway worker who was working on the railway line,
Oh,
and
the live
so
long day.
yeah, exactly. And he kept a journal as he was working, and so there's definitely some potential information on that because he also worked on the pass section of the railway.
Oh, that's good to have. Yeah.
If I may do my own library check
Of course, yes. What are you looking for?
for crime, murders, homicides, things like
Oh, I
that,
see. Yeah,
darker things might be tied that might have a possible connection. You know,
sure.
malevolent spirits, that kind of thing, seeking revenge, etc. Oh,
Oh.
oh, so close. I'm not gonna push. It costs. That's it's quite a bit of a luck.
Mm.
So if you push the roll, you don't have to spend luck.
Sorry. I don't want to spend the luck points to make it a success, and I'm not gonna.
Okay.
I'm
And you're not going to
not gonna
push it
push
either?
it. Yeah.
Okay. So you don't find a whole lot about any crime within the city. Again, a lot of the books are very much like more touristy. It's a wonderful place to come. You should come and settle here. This is a great place to visit. So they're not really going to advertise, we have this kind of crime. And you don't find anything super helpful.
Oh, drats.
Mm.
How goes the search, Professor? As I fail mine.
Yeah. I've got this um journal of one of the people who actually worked on the St. Paul Pass. Might have some useful information here. I'll
Well,
have a.
do spill the tea.
I'd like to flick through it and see if I can work out like any if there's anything that stands out from his entries of like working on breaking through the pass.
Yeah, so I don't have anything written for this. I kind of wasn't anticipating this, so I don't have a handout for you.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I can tell you that it is so the St. Paul Pass is on the Montana-Idaho border. Um, it is in the on the Bitterroot Range of northwestern Montana and the Idaho Panhandle. Um, so the St. Paul's Pass Tunnel is also known as the Taft Tunnel. It was completed in 1908, so that's kind of when this
Mm-hmm.
journal would be probably from like 1906 to 1909, something like that. And it is 8,771 feet above sea level. Oh, sorry, no, its length is 771 feet, so it's quite a long tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
That is 2.67 kilometers for those of us who speak metric. And it is quite high above sea level, so we're 4,000 feet above sea level. Um, it was constructed as part of a extension project to sort of expand that railway line and connect some of those railway lines from the east to the west. Um, it was really a difficult, as you're reading through this, you read that it was quite a
Mm.
difficult thing because the railway was very specific about the grade of the tracks. So they weren't willing to have too steep slopes. They wanted to make sure that they were able to bring lots of like cargo, which is quite heavy, and so they
Sure.
needed the tracks to be relatively flat. And that's one of the reasons that this pass was built.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Interestingly, you read that it was built kind of a little bit on the down low. They just sort of like built it without getting all of the permissions in place that they should have.
Interesting. Okay.
And you hear some the journal talks about some negative interactions with some of the people who live in the region, specifically some of the First Nations groups that live there,
Mm-hmm.
and how this railway just came through with
Sure.
just
No
right through their
consultation.
land
Just
without
went.
any
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
yeah. And so he does talk about the troubles that they had. And it sounds like there was some violence that went both ways between the people working on the railway and some of these First Nations groups that were trying to protect their land.
Okay.
Um, you there is talk of someone dying out there, um, but it's not super specific.
Okay. Okay. So other than that, no major spooky events. Nothing jumps out at me.
Nothing, nothing like that in the journal.
Okay. Hmm.
There's give me a oh you rolled what did you roll? You rolled a hard success. Um,
Yes.
there's some allusions to things,
Okay.
and you kind of get the vibe that like some of the stuff there was stuff that happened that is being brushed under the rug even in his own journal, almost as though you don't want to think about it too hard, otherwise it'll make you really uncomfortable.
Sure.
So there's some allusions about like where you can read between the lines a little bit, like, oh, we lost another worker today. We had 10 people that were carving out this hole, and two of them ran off and decided to leave, and you kind of get the vibe that it was more like a disappeared and were never heard from again.
Okay.
But transient workers working on a railway, it's possible they just took off.
Yeah. Sure. Okay. I would also like to probably asking the librarian if they have any books about the First Nations people around here, about their any records of um their customs, their legends, anything like that. I imagine that's a long shot, but it's worth a look, worth a thought.
Yeah, give me a luck roll, and I'm going to make this a hard success because in the 20s, I don't think a lot of
Yeah, there
non-First
wasn't a
Nations
lot of
people
anthropology
cared.
yet. Sure.
Oh yeah, it was bad.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's still bad, but it was even
mm,
worse.
yeah,
So I was requesting a hard roll, and that was
right.
a regular success. So unfortunately, that isn't
Sure. Yeah,
enough.
yeah,
So she tells you that no, they don't have any books like that. A lot of the First Nations culture is passed on through the oral tradition, and so you would
sure.
have to
That
find
makes
someone
sense. Someone
through
who
that way.
cares is what you're telling me. That's fine. Um,
Basically, yeah.
yeah, sure. Okay.
I'm do my best
Curious.
not to turn this political, this
Mm-hmm.
campaign, but it might get that way a little bit. I apologize.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Are there any plans of the past here or anything like that? Um, Anything
Probably
else from
not.
construction? Okay, that's probably something the railway
You
company
don't
would have, to be honest. But yeah,
Yeah, and I don't know that the railway company would have hung on to them for that length of time,
sure.
um, other than
Okay.
like the tunnel starts here and ends here kind of deal, and
Yeah.
the grade is below a certain
Mm,
amount.
okay.
Um,
Okay. Is there anything else you guys want to look into here?
I'm fresh out of
That
ideas.
entire time, Kenz's been looking through mythology books.
Cool.
Any
Do you want to roll me
prevailing?
a library use check as well?
No, just reading
Maybe
this mythology
just sort of
books.
browsing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Any prevailing hypotheses, Professor? Electricity,
Um,
the natives, a curse, perhaps.
maybe the natives knew something about the land that the that the train company weren't willing to hear.
And the train company's presence has alerted the darker powers.
Yeah, maybe
Perhaps.
the electricity, as we mentioned earlier, maybe that was the key that opened the gate.
Yes. If that is a pickle we'll have to get through.
Yes.
A large one, might I add.
Mm.
Cut electricity to a town, just like that.
Yeah, I don't think that's a thing we
Well,
can do.
perhaps we could convince them to go back to the gas.
I strongly doubt it.
Or perhaps wooden torches like our Cro-Magnon ancestors.
Maybe. Okay.
For whatever it's worth. We'll have to see once we get to the pass tomorrow.
Yes.
And, Professor, am I to presume that you have armed yourself by this point?
Of course.
Wonderful. Mr. Whitmore? Oh, Mr. Whitmore.
And that's you.
Yo, yes. Sorry, I was writing something.
Am I to presume that you are also yourself armed?
Yeah, I got a few tools.
Wonderful, wonderful. Last resort, boys. Last resort.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to cause a commotion.
No.
All right.
All right. So with that, you guys head back to the boarding house for a.
I'm buying dinner. I'm
All right.
buying.
Okay.
Got a nice little bonus.
Well,
For
thank
your
you.
last mission.
Last mission, last articles.
Mhm.
I'm assuming these are like time. This is like actual time apart, like genuine time apart. Not like, oh, hey, professor, next week. Hey, professor.
Yeah.
Accounting
Yes,
for
there have been
travel time and everything, and rest.
yeah.
Mm.
There's definitely there's been a fairly decent amount of time between your last interaction. And I think this is where we're going to save game. We're a little bit early today, but I think this is a good landing point for us. So we will pick up next week with you guys heading to the tunnel and investigating that. I do have a question for you. I feel like I'm struggling with this kind of campaign because it's a mystery and it has to be fairly complicated in order to last 6 sessions. And I'm worried that I'm throwing too much information at you. Is it feeling overwhelming or is it okay?
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm totally fine with it.
Yeah.
If if we get too ahead of ourselves and kind of like solve it, I mean, I don't mind doing another smaller mystery if we
Yeah,
have
we
like
can.
sessions left.
I think I've got it broken down into 6 sessions. I just want to make sure that I'm uh, providing you guys with information at a rate that isn't too overwhelming.
No, you prioritize as we ask it. I mean,
Yeah, it feels
Yeah.
fine.
with the past manifest, the copy of the items, a newspaper even. It was just
Is
when we
it
asked it and we found out about it.
is it okay that they're in handouts, or would you rather they weren't in handouts? Like,
Oh
is
no,
it
I'm
better if we have to
Handouts.
super
refer
glad
back
they're
to it?
handouts.
Handouts absolutely fine. Yeah, handouts
Yeah.
absolutely fine. So we
Okay.
can open and get them when we want to.
Yeah, and I
I
can
want to
Okay.
get
double checks.
Sorry, I want to get rid of the newspaper one, please.
Because it
Scott,
wasn't
Scott
written by you.
Scott Brown is a fraud. He's a charlatan, posing as a journalist, a sensationalist. Truth is but an amusement for him.
Ooh.
Oh,
For
wow.
short. Okay, I will keep the handouts going then. I was just worried because there
Yeah.
was a lot. Like that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Mm.
6 handouts this session. I was like, is that too
Yeah.
many? Is that too
I
much?
mean, it's a lot of information, and it's the kind of information we'd have if we were doing this for real. So having those handouts to refer back to, yeah, it's great. That's good.
Okay. Okay, good.
Yeah, it's not
Do let me
overwhelming
know.
at all.
Okay, good. That's kind of the
Yeah.
important thing. Yeah, this is like I haven't really done a long-term campaign like this before, so it's really new for me. So if you do have any suggestions or anything, feel free to shoot me a message, let me know. I'm
Mm.
always open to critiques.
I want to say, in fact, Kirsty, I mean, if you're giving us too much information, I mean, definitely consider like tightening the leash or like tightening the valve on that in case we're solving
Well,
this a little too quickly.
no, you're not. The good news is you guys actually got through what I thought you were going to get through today.
Okay,
That's good.
So all of that information that was planned for you guys to have today. So it actually feels really good on my end. I feel like I'm at the right pace.
Mm.
But
Yeah,
I was
pace
just like, am I
forward.
just dumping too much on the players because it's a lot to take in? Next session, as you guys are exploring, it probably won't be as much information overload anyway, because it'll be next session is going to be a little bit more exploratory as opposed to kind of
It's
setting
different.
up the
Yeah,
Yeah,
rest of
it's
the
just
campaign.
our physical sense. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you might get some bits and bobs here and there, but I don't think it'll be, pastured or manifests and recovered item lists and stuff like that. So cool.
Yeah.
Well, thanks,
Okay.
guys. This was
Yeah.
fun.
Thank
I'm
you.
really loving Call of Cthulhu right now, and I'm really having fun planning it.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah,
cannot wait for next week.
I'm having
Yeah.
fun doing this voice I never get to do if I ever play D&D.
I love it.
I can't
All
talk
right,
like
well, I'm
this.
gonna go
I'm
head
favored.
out.
Okay.
Thanks again,
So
guys.
Kirsty,
we'll
let me
zoom
know when you
again.
want to work on Terrance's stat distributions.
Yes.
Just let me
Do you
know
know
when.
what? Tell me when works for you.
No, tell me when works for
Okay.
you because I'm a
I'm going to end the
loser and I'm
stream
always
now, so this
available.
isn't.
Okay. Yeah, go for it.
Oh, yes.